Tommy, what are your thoughts after that one? Obviously, we got in front first up very early on and fell behind again, but we got back into it, and it's a hard place to come. It was a hard-earned point today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a difficult place to come. The 2 games we played against them last season were both very, very close, I remember. And they have a really fluent footballing style, if you like. Their thumbprint, the way they play the game, is very difficult if you think you can match them, because I think they're the best in the division at keeping the ball. What they do is they play players who aren't any specific position as such. They're very, very fluid in their movement, and that makes it very difficult to give people specific individual marking jobs. Otherwise, you're just following people around on a pitch, So it was a tactical chess game, really, to be honest with you. When we knew we played a team at the start of the game that were a little bit more football savvy as opposed to energy, and they give us a foothold in the game. My only disappointment of the game is the second goal we conceded, because the guys danced through a couple of our players right on the edge of the box, sat them down, and that's just not good enough defending. But other than that, I thought, to a man, the ones who started and the lads who come and finish the game, they showed a unity. They showed a collectively they've listened and funnily enough heeded the warnings about Gateshead, and they've come through. And I thought if any team was going to win it towards the end, it was going to be us.
I'm not sure if you're aware of the stat, but we were now only the second side to have taken points off of them at their place this season, which is some feat, isn't it? Especially when, as you say, they're a team that loves to play possession, and as the old cliche says, it is a lot harder to play when the other team has all the possession, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And like I said, we set out to play counter-attacking in the first half, but at half-time I said, right, we're going to just flip the coin now. We're going to go on our front foot. Let's get in their faces, and we don't allow Booty, who makes them tick from the middle of the pitch. We get him, stifled a little bit more, and we just pounce on their errors. And like I said, I thought, well, it did work, because we got ourselves back into the game, but we made ourselves some really good opportunities towards the end there. And if anything, I think we may have been able to nick the 3.
Saw Ollie Scott playing as a centre-back, quite possibly the smallest centre-back that's ever been played. But, does that give us a new dimension in maybe the attacking play?
We had Ollie Harfield there last year, and Ollie's not the biggest lad, or physically, strapping guy, but he's mobile and he's left-sided, and it gives us balance. I mean, I thought Ollie, along with a lot of the other lads today, has put in a fantastic shift in a slightly unfamiliar position for him. But I thought him and Ryan Jones looked after both of the lads who played on the right-hand side, who are both real threats at this level. So look, I mean, players are players. It doesn't matter where they play, as far as I'm concerned. It's what they give you, what they put out. And to a man, I've got to say, I've got to give the lads a real pat on the back. They've responded really well to some really heavy criticism, because we were poor for 45 minutes against Widdrington, and I accept that. But I'd rather people have a go at me and have a go at the players. These are trying their best. And the vast majority of the time, their best is good enough to get at least what we got today.
Yeah, and you must be proud of that fight to have, although we were in front at first and fell behind, to then put all that aside and get back in the game and get a very crucial point is great. Isn't
Huge. I mean, it shows massive character. It's dead easy when you've got a high. When we scored very early, to be honest, but when you've got a high because you've gone into the lead, and then you're quickly punched on the nose a couple of times and you're back behind just before half time. I said to the players off, and my words were, it feels worse than that is. So don't worry about being 2-1 down. I've got absolute faith that we can score another goal. We're going to do something slightly different. And I thought we did. We had lads on the pitch at the beginning that were very intelligent in their running and in their movement, or lack thereof. And in the second half, we had lads who were a lot more unboundless energy, if you like, and that showed. So, look, I think the group have shown, if it needed shown, that the unity in that room there. They've set the bar for now to go forward. Like you said, not many people come here and get anything. So to take a point home down that long railway line as we're getting on, it's got to be pleasing.
And finally, as well, a massive shout out to the support. Announced as 113. It's a very, very long journey, isn't it? And fair play to them. Most of them Shots fans would have been down in where I was in the New Forest on Tuesday. Yep. So they're about 400 miles away from there. So it's incredible things. Anybody who is a football fan, and I am a football fan, that's your life. It's your job. You've got to get up and you've got to go and support your team, and they do in their numbers, like you say. It's fantastic, and I hope they know that we really appreciate them, and we try to show them that. Firstly, with the performance, which I think we have done today. I think every one of them will go home and tell the people who didn't come that they missed a really good Aldershot Town performance today.